have in the studio Mr. Kola Adigun, father of captain of the Nigeria Bobsled and SaharaTv team to the Pyeonchang 2018 Winter Olympic Games in South Korea, Seun Adigun. And it's nice having you at the studio of SaharaTv, sir. Welcome.
Thank you.
I want to believe, very quite frankly, that nobody or many people don't get to know you before now. But now that Seun has put you on the spotlight, how are you coping with the present situation of things, fame and other things that goes with it?
Well, when you say many people don't know me now, you might be thinking about Nigeria. Well, I have friends everywhere. I grew up in Nigeria. I lived in Nigeria before I went to the States. And yes, I would say that I've been known, but not to this level. So yes, Seun has brought a lot of attention, not just to herself, but to the family and to friends and, you know, people that know her very well.
Seun has been able to, you know, done something that is very, very unprecedented, not just in Nigeria, but for the entire Africa as a continent. Now, how do you feel?
Well, like any proud parent, I feel so happy. I feel fulfilled in a way, especially when you have your, like you said, your children doing things that you program them for, you planned for. And they are not just doing it, they are excelling in what they're doing and bringing attention to themselves and the family. You feel like, you know, like you're on top of the world. You get it? Yes, she, in some other interviews that I did in the States and some in Nigeria here regarding this breakthrough for Seun, it wasn't something that was thought of as it's gonna generate to this level this fast. But because it's something that is historic, like you said earlier, it's the first time that any athlete will represent any African country in this sport, in this event. I told her when she started it, I said, Seun, the way I'm looking at this thing, it's gonna go bigger and bigger than imagined. Simply because, as at that time, they had not even qualified. They were still doing the races to qualify. And something kept telling me that they're gonna qualify and it's gonna go big. So yes, it's an unexpected thing, but it's just humongous now. It's big, and I thank God.
What role did you play in this whole scene that eventually turned out to be huge success?
Well, we have been very close to the children. Seun is not the only child. She's the only girl. She has 3 boys as siblings, 1 older and 2 younger. And, you know, the way we raise them has always been they have their confidence, they go after what they want, but then they can always fall back and ask. You know, when they are growing, you give them directives. When they get to a certain age and they run things by you, you just tell them, you give them advice. So everything that she has done, she will run it by me and Mom and say, Mom, this is what I'm thinking. Dad, this is what I want to do. So, and then we will just say, here, this is what we think you should do. This is how you do it. And, you know, and in this time and age of internet, which is not our own generation, it's their generation, in this time and age, they grab more information than we do. So, yeah, we've been very close in terms of, ever since she was in kindergarten, been very close.
So how has the journey been where she was born, and how did she grow to become what
she is now?
She is today?
Okay, good question. Seun was born in 1987 in the city of Chicago. That was just a year after me and her mom got married. And she has been an independent girl from day one. I remember when she was like 3 years old, and we had a gathering in my house, and one of my friends came, and she was like 3. Just got out of diapers and all that stuff, and she wanted to use the bathroom. And my friend said, "Come on, Seun, let me take you." I said, "Okay, Uncle Frank." And they went. And he opened the door. I said, "Seun, come on." And Seun said, No, you stand outside. I can do it by myself." And the guy was like, "Look at this little." So she has been independent. She has been a go-getter. She's somebody that can set things. She knows how to plan things. Now, bobsled is something that just came. I didn't even know what bobsled was. Neither was the mom. The mom did not know. But she started when she was like 5. She started sports in the kindergarten. There's something they call flag football for little kids, where they would tie some sort of rope and they'll be throwing the ball and they'll grab them and they'll, She started that. And then she then went into tracks. She was doing tracks. And then when she was in grade school, she did tracks. And then she started basketball. She was playing basketball. She played basketball for her high school and did tracks. She was doing the relay in hurdles. She was doing hurdles and doing the 100 meters, and all that. So she was into all these things. And we've always been supportive, always go to any game, to all of them. So she represented the high school, because she went to 2 high schools. She started from Evanston High School in Chicago. Then when we moved to the south suburbs of Chicago, she finished junior and senior year there, and she continued the sports. And then she represented the state of Illinois also. And she's been into sports all through, till when she went to University of Houston on a sports scholarship. And she was, luckily, she was the head coach there for athletics. His name was Leroy Burrell. He was an Olympian for the U.S., black guy. And he just fell in love with Seun and trained her so much.
How do you think it's going to rub into the family line, as it is rubbing positively, so that they can take a leave, borrow a leave from what Seun has been able to do, so that maybe they will take it even beyond that?
Seun also came into a family of sports. The grandmother on the mother's side was a sprinter. She was doing the long distance. She even did it up till she went to teacher's training school. Up to that, she was an athlete. The mother was also an athlete that represented her school. She went to SaharaTv College in Solo. Represented her school in volleyball and did track. Now, myself, I played soccer. I played soccer for so many years. That's what I was known with here. I played soccer for my high school, Bach Freeman High School in Surulere. In one of the interviews that Seun had, she mentioned all this to them. That my dad was this, was that. She played soccer for this, all that. So, in line, yes, it wasn't. It's not something that Seun just started. So she has a history of people that have sports. I played soccer all through, even to up to in the U.S. I played till I just said I was not playing anymore. And the siblings, they also were into tracks, basketball. The firstborn is Kola Junior. He played basketball. But, you know, they all retired out of the, you know, just got out of the way and didn't do much of sports. The youngest one, who is also famous in the U.S. now, because he's a rap artist, and he does shows all over the U.S.
All of them are based abroad, in the States.
They were all born there.
Okay, how about you? Are you based in Nigeria or?
Now, well, I am into the water treatment business and borehole drilling. So I do, I'm in the US and here. I stay like maybe 3 months, 4 months in the US and another 3, 4, 5 months here. When I get tired, I just fly off.
During the competition in South Korea, how will you see them faring when the competition starts properly?
These girls are determined. It's not about participation now. It's about going there and putting their best, because a lot of things that people did not see, how they got to where they got to. They have trained, they have done so much that you won't believe. They were all together. They just, you know, with each other. They have worked so hard to get to where they are. So from talking to them, all three of them, they are ready to go there and put their best into that competition. This is the first time they are doing it. Don't forget that Seun also did this thing for America, for the United States, but she was a brick woman. So she has some experience more than the other two girls, but they are all determined and ready to go there and give their best, and we are hoping and praying that they come out on top.
Yeah, she decided to do it for Nigeria.
Right.
And she has been with the American team, United States team.
Yeah.
So what eventually prompted her? Because I know that she represented Nigeria before.
Yeah, she did it. She was, she started with Nigeria in 2008, I believe. Okay. That's when she started the hurdles for Nigeria. And when she called me and told me that, I think I'm going to go to Nigeria. And also another thing is my children, all of them, they are really pro-Nigeria. Okay. They have this cultural thing, I mean, heritage that they are in love with. So they are more into Nigeria.
Was it part of the training that you inculcated in them, or it was just something that came to them naturally?
Well, we also did that. We also let them know that you can't forget where you come from, no matter where you're going. So, and they have been raised the Nigerian way, even though that it's in America. If you see if Seun comes to you now, she'll kneel down. When she sees an elder, she kneels down. When my boys see them, they just prostrate, they bend down, and you tell them. So these are part of the values that we give them, and that has helped them a lot, you know, and we are proud of them with that.
What message do you have for them, allowing their children to compete for Nigeria?
There is a negative vibe when you talk about Nigeria, especially with people that live abroad now in the diaspora. They just believe that when it comes to opportunities being given to children, it is not done equally. You don't get things done with merit. So I encourage my daughter because it was her decision. I did not make her do anything. because of course she was an adult when she ran for Nigeria, when she started. So it was a decision. She just told me that this. I said, okay, if that's what you want to do, okay, I'm all for it. So she had an experience also, and she decided she wasn't going to do anything again for Nigeria. And when she came back and said, Dad, I'm going to do this one. I said, what is this one? I thought you said you retired. He said, yeah, but this one. I said, okay, fine, let's see what it is. So back to your question. The first thing is to encourage your children. No matter what, give them your support, encourage them, because you never know. We never thought Seun would even one day, and I'm walking around and people asking me, are you Seun's dad and all that? No, but you never know where anybody will get to in life. So the best thing is encourage them, and because athletes need encouragement to perform at their best. They need support, they need encouragement, they need just give them positive vibes so that will energize them. So encourage your children, assist them in which way you can, and don't tell them that they can't do something for Nigeria. Nigeria is getting better. It's getting better, and it's going to get better.
Well, thank you so much for coming around.
My pleasure.
Well,